Hi, and welcome to Northeast Iowa. This is Karen, and today I wanted to share with you some fabulousness from my quilt retreat weekend, and I'll get started. My retreat was up in Clear Lake, Iowa, and my favorite motive fabric store is in Clear Lake at Larson's Mercantile, and I'll tag their website in my description box below the video. So, first of all, they have like novelty and old-fashioned toys and new things, and just it's a super fun store to be in. And I found this monster pen and it made me smile, so I picked it up. It was not very expensive, so I just thought it would be fun to use for writing for work. And then the fabric side of it. So Yellow Umbrella Quilts is one of my favorite quilt designers. She had a trunk show at Larson's this past weekend because they were having a fabric sale and wanted to showcase her quilts and her patterns. So they gave away this free pattern. It's a really cute little table runner. So I'll have to get that stitched up with some leftover 2.5-inch strips that I have. And then I picked up this pattern because these are part of a layer cake. And I'll show you what that is in a second. So I picked up this pattern, and then I picked up this layer cake, which these are 12-inch squares. So they're just fabulous. I love the vintageness of this. This was super cute to me, the seed packets. So yeah. And this fabric line is Ruby Star Society Flowerland by Melody Miller. Larson's does have more of these layer cakes, and they also have this yardage, some of this yardage, and then this one, and this one, and a few others, I think. So there's that. So I'm going to make this, so these beautiful things will be in all the colorful squares. And then I found this fabric, which is also a Ruby Star Society fabric. I love how it pretty much matches the green and pulls in the oranges and the blues and the creaminess colors. So this is going to be all the little star points or the black spots. And then I couldn't decide on the background where the white is for what I wanted to do for this one. I am very not traditional. To me, to put just cream in there just seemed kind of boring, but I couldn't decide on the next color that I wanted in there. I kind of thought about like a sky bluish color, but I couldn't find one that seemed right. So there's that. So that's one project that I want to work on. And these jelly rolls come rolled up. So I'm just going to roll it again so that it stays that way. I need to put my little fabric stash bag down here. Alright. I could not do that again if I tried. I put the fabric through the handle. Goodness gracious. And this is, excuse me, this is Otter Tail Country. I'll also tag Lindsay's Yellow Umbrella Quilts in the description below, but this is an exclusive to Larson's. She made this for her trunk show, so I really liked it. It only needs 4/4 yards, so it's not a whole lot of fabric, but it is so pretty. There's that. And then Larson's has clearance, so I found this for 89 cents, and I just liked the happy everything. I thought that would be really pretty in a journal. And then Larson's also has the original scratch and sniff stickers that we all know and love from the 80s. And I picked up the gumballs, and yeah, it smells like gumball goodness just like it used to. And then, because I wanted to have fun and play, I picked up their Stickers and Parade Collector's Album. So, I'm not sure how you're supposed to do this, but I only had these stickers with me. So, I put the gumball above the gumball. So, yeah. They had another one too. I don't know. I just picked up this one because I like the Stickers on Parade option of it. Sorry, I'm just doing a little cleanup here. And then this was also in the clearance section, and I needed a new sign for my desk at work. So I just liked the dream loud, explore, new beginnings, discover, dwell on possibility, and shine on. It just has a very positive vibe, and I thought that would look really good on my desk. Okay, and then a friend and I decided we wanted to do, she had picked this up, and I said, hey, I'll make a quilt with you with it. I just really liked the non-traditional kind of colors with it. The star kind of really pulls it out. It's got pinks and light purples and peaches, and it's super fun. So this will be a square, and then this fabric will go around it, and then this fabric will be on the outside borders of the quilt. So I'm really excited to work on this quilt with her. We have another quilt retreat in October, so that's probably when we'll work on it. And then I love like having fabric and then seeing a pattern and just being able to see what it's going to look like. Cannot lose that. So this was on the giveaway table at retreat, and I had picked up Caitlin Clark released fabric, and they only, out of the 6 fabrics that she released, they only had these 2 left, so I picked them up while I was there so that I would have them and I can add to my Caitlin Clark collection. And I was going to make a quilt for myself and one for my granddaughter. Well, then I saw this, and I was like, you know, that would be really cool to have the Caitlin Clark, these 2 prints, in the corners here. And then I had picked up this yellow because I thought it blended well with the quilt. And I picked up this black. These 2 are called grunge fabrics. This is a grunge polka dot. I think you can see the polka dots. So it kind of reminded me of basketballs, and I thought the 4 of these fabrics together, along with some more of the Caitlin fabric, would be a really cool quilt. Well, when I started looking at this, I knew that I needed a 3rd fabric, because I'll do the black here where the black is, and I'll do the yellow where the white is, and then out here for this 3rd fabric I needed something else. So today I was in there and I found this. So I think this will play well. This is the first time I'm laying this all out together. I love this. So this will go here where this fabric is, and then in the center, I've been considering just making 4 blocks. They're 18 inches, so that would be a good size for my granddaughter. But I'll do 1 block first and decide what I want to do. But I was thinking in the center to use this and then put the Iowa eye in there. Or with the Caitlin Clark fabric, they have one that has her face on it. So I thought maybe I would just put that in the center to make it known. And if I just make 1 block, I'll probably just hang it at work at my cubicle. So yeah, there's that. This was super fun. I'm excited to work on this project. And then this fabric, Farmhouse Farm Together, was on the giveaway table, which means someone had it and they didn't want it anymore. So I saw this fabric and there was a pattern on the giveaway table also, and I just immediately saw this fabric come together as this table runner. So it goes on and on and on. I didn't measure it to see how long it is, but it's like 17 inches wide, I think. So this is it. I like how everything looks great together. And then I, since this is a table runner and people will be sitting on each side of the table, I did do these are directional. I made sure they were all facing this way or facing that way. I tried not to make it face left and right. I'm just weird like that. And then there was enough fabric left that I could do the backing, which is the back of the quilt. So it'll be this print, and then it wasn't quite wide enough, so I put this in the middle. So that should make it plenty wide. And then for the binding, which is the piece that goes around the edge to keep all the layers together, I'm going to use this, which is part of the line too, and was in the quilt. So there's that. So yeah, you can see this here. This is the binding, this teal mint color, and then this is the backing, and then this was the front. But I liked it flipped over with the purple side. All right. And then I was cleaning some stuff, and I found I had a collection of 6-inch squares where I had fabric all picked out for them. And while I was stitching my next project, I realized that I needed, it would be better if I could stitch another project while I was finishing up the next project. It'll make sense in a second. So then I put together this little block. So I thought that was super cute. I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to make different kinds of 6-inch blocks. There was a challenge back several years ago that did that, and that's where this came from. And I have 4 more, so I could do like a wall hanging with the 4 blocks, or I could make a bunch more of these, or so many decisions. So then I made this project, and that is this pattern. It's a Coriander Quilts Coriander pattern, and it's jelly sticks. So I had a jelly roll, and I don't have one up here. Basically, it's 2.5-inch strips that are, it's called a pre-cut, and they're 2.5-inch strips that are rolled up into what looks like a jelly roll. So I use that to make this quilt, and let's see. So here it is in all its grandeur. I'll have to see if I can get a picture up on Instagram too. It's not done, is why I don't have a picture of it yet. So it's just a bunch of blocks that look like this. They alternate which way this fabric goes. So there's that, and it's so many fun colors. And this is a Ruby Star Society jelly roll that I used. I do not know the name of the line for that one. But then I had picked out this fabric to be the borders, because I thought it just pulled in the gold and then the pinks and the blues, and I thought it was a really good addition to my quilt. But I had picked out a yellow that went great with this border fabric, but there's no yellow in my quilt, which I didn't realize when I was getting this. So yeah. So today I picked out this fabric, and I'll just have a little skinny pink border, which I think will be fabulous. Even for these, it doesn't match this, but overall I think it's going to be it was a good pick, because it blends with the pinks in the quilt, and it also goes well with the pinks out here. I could have, I guess, done a gray, but I didn't want to mess with that. I wanted the bright pink. So this is kind of what I mean when I say I'm not a traditional kind of quilter. Most people would not pick a print to go into this. They would pick a solid to go along with it. But I really wanted the speckles, because the speckles have all the colors that are in the quilt. And I think it's going to turn out fabulous. So I have a project for the October retreat to get the borders on this one. And then I can show you a big picture of it. So I think that wraps up my haul from retreat. And yeah, it was just a fabulous time. There were 10 of us at retreat. We go to a Girl Scout camp and we're able to stay there if we want to, or several women go home. But there was a lot of good food, a lot of treats. We always have a treat table. It's one of those round, I don't know what size they are. It's really big. It's covered with food. There's bars and chips and M&Ms and like there was fruit. There were apples and oranges, and 2 or 3 of us team up to make meals, like one meal a retreat. And the food was fabulous. We had sliders and broccoli salad last night, and they did root beer floats. And then for brunch, we had yogurt and fruit and chicken salad sandwiches and coffee cakes. That was really good. And then on Friday night, we had, my group made spaghetti bake. It was fabulous. And we also had garlic knots with that. We chose not to do a dessert because there's so many good desserts on the dessert table. And then for brunch, we had a quiche and some more coffee cakes, and it was so good. And then Thursday night, where we start there Thursday, Thursday night we went out to the local VFW, and they had, it's taco night, so I had a taco and everyone else, and the taco was that big around. It was a soft shell. I could hardly finish the thing. And then everyone else had garden nachos. So it was fabulous. It was a great weekend, good times with good friends, and I can't wait to do it again. So that's all I know right now. It was a bright and sunny day today, so we were spending some time outside once I got home. My husband got the yard mowed, which is fabulous. So we have a free week of yard work until we have to mow again. So I hope that you have a fabulous crafty time, and I enjoyed visiting with you today. Thank you to all my subscribers and all my new subscribers. I should start saying that at the beginning. But yeah, I appreciate each and every one of you and you taking the time out to watch my videos and comment and like things. I'm really enjoying this journey of YouTube. So I'll talk to you later. Bye.